Okay.
Hanging over Yugi's head.
All right. So, do we want to stop this and retry, or you think the
keep flowing, blowing, and showing and going?
I just mean the volume.
No, we're good. It's set up the same way. Did you touch it?
I don't think I adjusted. No, I adjusted.
Yeah, we're good, homie.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and do a intro in case I do want to edit this and put a label on this. This is going to be another episode of Is It Just Me, I suppose, because it doesn't have its own. We have a guest star. We got Bano on this. What is that one going by? I think it's good enough until he gives a clear for anything else. But, yeah, so this is another episode, 11/17/17. How the fuck are you? We're just talking shit. Let's do this shit. What's going on, man? Yo, that's a response. All right, he's fucking with his phone right now. That's all right.
What happened?
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and make me look like a fucking idiot real quick. So Bitcoin, they just closed out yesterday, right, with that deep sale?
Wait, what Bitcoin? What do you mean?
I thought Bitcoin had a sale until yesterday. Right?
No.
Didn't it go down in price? This is what little I know.
No, man, Bitcoin. No, it's just that shit fluctuates a lot, but the price is $7,000.
Well, I don't mean no. Okay, I just thought like buying in yesterday or before yesterday should have made you get more for your buck, more bang for your buck.
Yeah, it fluctuates. No, I bought $80. Because I'm trying to buy that electronium I told you, that little penny one.
That's the one. Okay, so I have to have my own account for this one.
Yeah, you get an electronium account. They're down right now, so you can't do shit. You get the account, but you gotta buy that shit in Bitcoin.
Well, how are you? I have to buy it in Bitcoin, like using Bitcoin.
Yeah. So you gotta
fucking still gotta sign up and make an account. God damn it.
No, and I don't know if it's a good thing, but you can buy your Bitcoin and credit card. So I mean, you ain't got no cash. That's fine.
Damn! Time to open a credit card. The way that it builds, though, would it pay off the interest from the cash up? It wouldn't be cash up front; it'd be credit charge.
I mean, it's a gamble. I mean, shit could crash tomorrow. I don't know.
That Alex put that funny face up. He put if Bitcoin crashes, and then he put a silly face like that'll happen. Or that's the way I read that. I know jack shit about this, but so the electronium is the I'm down to buy some real cheap shares. That's why I didn't get about the Bitcoin thing. That and I don't know. It didn't seem so simple to me. It's foreign to me. I've never really heard of it.
No,
I didn't do any research. So I didn't want to just hand over my money, as little as it would have been. But if I can buy a lot for nickels at a time, I'm going to buy fucking $20 worth of nickels, dog. I'm going to fuck this shit up. And then if it ever raises, well, then there's no harm, no foul.
So, yeah, here's the fucking thing. With, this is why, I mean, everything has its ups and downs, potential. But, when you look at the electronium, the first couple of days it was on open live, like ready to mine and just price wise and all that shit. You're looking at the graph hit $4, and I think there was a pre-sale for like investors and whatnot, and that was, I think they bought it at like 1 penny. So if you see
this right here. That's a fraction. Okay, so
that's
almost 4 cents.
Yeah, almost 4 cents.
Woo.
But if you click on it right now, you'll see in the graph. Look. But you see in the beginning, look how it jumped up. Where is it? Let me see. Where's the price point?
Doesn't that mean that's just how it starts? Oh no. Oh, okay. I didn't see this part. It did that. Oh, Jesus.
No. Let's see.
That's the 0 mark. I don't fucking understand this shit. It looks like this stuff it had a drop, but it had a pickup. But the problem for me, or not problem, unproblem, the reason I think it works for me is because it's not really a gamble. Like, if $20 can buy me a lot, then it's like, all right, well, fuck it, and if it grows, it grows. But I don't see any, if it's at a nickel each, like, how low can it go? A penny each? All right.
How low can it go?
Me. Yeah, so... Okay. So are you following? How are you following them? You got them on Twitter or some shit? How are you gonna find out when they open up?
Yeah, no, they have the site and have a blog where they're like 2 weeks or 3 weeks from now it'll open up. But what I'm saying is, I mean, you're gonna have to look, consider this. Let's see, price in USD. What does that say right there? Yeah, right. Price in USD.
Where we the green? Yeah.
So at some point it hit. You see that top spike up there? The first one. No, the other one. I'm still on the left.
On the left?
Yeah.
Oh, this.
No, orange and green on the left. The big old downfall up right there.
Can we zoom in on this?
Yeah, dude, zoom in.
I don't know how.
Or no? Or just go hover, try to hover right over it and see what. There you go.
Well, I mean, okay. Oh, that's telling me is that the peak? This is not for entertaining podcasting. Let's just talk about it.
Well, what I'm saying is, right now, so some people actually ended up buying it. They bought it. I think some dude bought it. Like this is. I saw his YouTube video. This dude had 12,000 electronium at like I think he said he bought it like at 2-3 cents. Okay, so no, just do the math real quick, right? Say 12,000 and yeah, multiply it by 20 cents. Let's assume, of course, it's a big old if because that's what this all is. That's speculation.
4 times, yeah.
Right, and then we're talking percentage. I mean, that's 4 times what he initially put in. So you do the math, right? Let's say 12,000.
What, times 4?
No, wrong. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, it'd be 12,000 divided. My bad. I'm trying to find the price per 2 cents. So I'm trying to multiply.
The numbers we're using here is 5 cents to 20 cents, right? So it's 4 times.
No. So 15 cents.
From 5 to 15?
Yeah, because you initially bought at 5. You don't want to. It's not 4, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. Okay, so yeah, you're not getting back 4 times, but it multiplied times 4. And so out of the 5 cents, you take 15 and then you leave the 5 cents in, and that's all profit.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
Now, well, yeah, I guess I'm talking in profit-wise. What is that, 12,000? Hold on real quick.
I think, no, I'm not that good at this, but I think if that were to happen, right, it went from 5 to 15, I'd probably be like, all right, well, this is pretty decent. Invest a little bit more, go to 10.
Wait, how do you
or buy twice as much? You know what I mean, and then take some out.
So if he bought 3,000, 12,000 at 3 cents. What is that?
12,000 at 3.
Like how much did he spend? So you multiply, right? Or
12,000 times 0.03.
He spent $360.
Not bad.
Okay, that's his start. That's his initial investment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, this motherfucker, let's say, assume it went 20 cents. Which
20 cents.
Dude, this thing could hit the $1. I see that hitting $1 easily, but let's
that'd
assume,
be insane.
But hold on now. Let's assume.
Hold on. Wait.
But wait, there's more. Right, this guy did 15 cents. So so now we multiply, was it 360, right? Times 4. He's already in 20 cents. He's already up 1,440.
That's just how the math works. The more you have to spend, the more. Okay, so one of my buddies, was putting up on one of his social media sites, like, "Yo, man, I'm in Bitcoin. Yo, y'all wish me luck, right?" And then I was looking at it, and I was just like, I wonder how much they put in. Just like, because it's like I want to invest in it too, but like I feel like it's one of those things where if you don't have a lot, it's kind of like it's why I don't bet on fights. I don't have any fucking money, but. I'm also not the Grandmaster, but you know what? When Floyd Mayweather was going to fight again, I had money. I didn't know how to bet. I didn't want to go somewhere. I just wanted to make a bet with somebody or some shit. Whatever. Either way, what I'm saying is, if you don't, even if I had a surefire win, and I knew Mayweather was going to win, of course he's not going to lose his last fight. Why would he? But anyways, even if he,
all hype.
What was I? What am I fucking getting at this point?
You getting at nothing, man.
Oh, no, okay. I knew he was going to win, but I had no fucking money to bet. So it's like, and that's different, though. That's kind of based on odds. Because if you put $100 on that fight, I think you would have made $20.
Yeah, it's not.
So it's like even worse. So if I'd have put $300 on Mayweather, that would have taken me a little bit to scrape up that amount of money. I'd have walked out with $60 extra. How is a waste of my fucking time.
That's a good win versus loss ratio is not good.
Maybe it depends on how much time I wasted on it, but it's like it looked like for me to spend time and money on that, I would have needed to invest probably $800, and then it would have been good job. So It depends, this fucking Bitcoin thing. I still don't understand it. But I feel like if you put in $100, like, it's like, oh, it could jump, it could double in like a year. Well, that's $200. Like, I'm not that excited about $100 after a year. Like, who gives a fuck, dude? Like, that's not going to help me at all. So unless I invest like 10 grand, I don't see any benefit, That's why I'm down with these nickel shares.
Yeah, it's just expensive now, obviously, to buy Bitcoin. But, I mean, there's a lot of other ones you can, put your money in. I mean, they may not grow as big. I don't think they'll ever grow as big because, I mean, they're all based off usually similar, the same technology, same code for the most part, as Bitcoin, right? Or blockchain. And
but it's not like
it's not the same thing
where you have to like select where you want to invest money, right? It just goes in one direction, right?
Yeah.
All right. Looks like you got to let me know when this fucking electronium shit comes out because I'm down.
Yeah, I'm down too. I can only say that. I mean, it may not do shit. Maybe maybe it just fucking dies. I lost $80, but I mean, like I said, I want to bet $80. Ain't too much. I bet ain't
totally. Yeah,
get some.
I don't want to lose $80, but I don't see it as a loss. I'm wondering what the gain would be over a couple month period, and if it's But this is like 17 minutes of some straight up uninformed bullshit. I know you know a lot more than I do about this shit, but I still feel like I'm like 10% sure what the fuck like we're talking about. It just seemed like a stock to me, but like let's fucking get them something more entertaining. What's up with do you want to talk about emergency rooms? Is that off topic? How some people just kind of oh that hurts. Got to go to the ER. Yeah. I don't know. I think I don't want to go there to the ER because I've been there before. I really feel like you got to what you doing over here? Testing out some knobs?
Yeah, just
all the way up. Sure you want that?
No, it's for the headphones.
Listening? Yeah, how do I sound, dog?
You need to put your mouth.
Oh shit! Is it? How's this?
There you go,
dude. I gotta do this.
I'm saying,
man.
You don't need.
Oh my! I'm sorry. I've been talking from too far away this whole goddamn time. But yeah, so this one time I had this motorcycle accident. That sounds weird. Motorcycle accident. It was pretty bad. It was going like 70 miles an hour or some shit. And I kind of, what we call dropped the bike. Anyway, so I kind of had some road rash from the fucking motorcycle. And I was on my way home. And, like, I was just like, 60 miles from my house when I decided this was a bad time to happen. And I was just like, well, picked up the bike. It was hard, but I picked up the bike and I was just about to turn it over. And then I realized there's just all this fluid all over the floor. Looks like, gas or oil. I don't really, either way, without one of them, the bike's not going to turn over. Bike didn't turn over, so I had to fucking call it and get this shit towed. Bikes cost way more, by the way, to get towed than a car, which seems kind of weird.
What? You serious?
I'm so serious. It was like, they were like, all right, man, it's $200 for a car and $350 for a bike. And I was like, are you fucking kidding me? This thing's 1/3 the size and weight.
I thought they went by
It's what's not common. It's got to be what's not common.
I mean,
oh man, you want me to tow your big wheel? Oh, that's gonna be like I don't even have the truck for that. I gotta call a big wheel truck from 2 states over to come over here to tow you. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's how big of a deal they make for some of this shit. But anyway, so I got the motherfucker to tow me home, and then I just was gonna, my mom saw me and I was just walking to bed, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna go to bed. I'm just bleeding from like my foot and like arm, it's just road rash and other shit like that. But I thought I was fine. Anyways, we go to the fucking ER, and I'm number 2 in line at like 4:00 in the morning. And like an hour later, after like I'd already had a Vicodin and I've lost like a quart of blood, not a quart, maybe like a cup, nothing near that much. But I was starting to feel a little woozy, and fucking nurse came and got me, and eventually I just fell over. But I spent 8 hours there, no surgery. No, basically almost no service. I didn't have a room. I was basically in like a hallway. At least that, I don't know what else. It was just people walking by. There was no room for me. It wasn't even, I'm not even complaining about not having my own room. I wasn't sharing a room. I was in a hallway for the most part. Somebody would come check up on me at some point, and they'd be like, hey, we need you to come over here so we can get some x-rays, make sure this is not going on. And I was just like, you guys are doing way too much work for nothing. Do you understand? Me and my mom drove the fuck into the ER. It wasn't an ambulance. Why don't you listen to me when I tell you what's happening? They're fucking weird. They wanted to test everything out. I told them I didn't hit my head. I feel like it's an easy answer. I didn't black out. I picked up the fucking phone and the bike and I tried to ride home. I had to make a phone call. Anyway, so we're over there. I didn't get any kind of service. No surgery. No stitching. I got a saline drip. I got no painkillers. Nothing. 8 hours later and probably several $1,000s. I didn't see the overall bill. And they just fucking send me home. So I don't understand with this whole ER shit. Like, obviously depends what's wrong with you. I made up two things. I was just like, look, if you can breathe and your head's not bleeding, probably don't need to go to the ER.
I'm saying, man.
I mean, there's obviously way more things. Like if, someone chopped off your leg. But I mean, there's
oh, shit.
Like this whole, like, I'm sick. It's like, how sick are you? You got to show me some sickness before I take you to the ER. Because we have things like urgent care.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. It's the same thing with, like, I was telling you earlier, with my kids, she was not even a doctor. Some lady, what is wrong? Hey.
Sorry about that. Dog is barking.
Man, you got ghosts up in here? What's going on? Shit.
Come here.
Come here, double dog.
Go on, you.
Yeah, man, I was
screen.
Yeah, because my daughter was sick, whatever, and these people were like doing this, doing that. I don't know. This old lady seemed just like she didn't even know what the fuck she was talking about. Most of the time, she was leaving saying, "Hey, let me ask the doctor. Let me ask the doctor." And finally, she sent us like, "Oh, you know what? Doctor said you're gonna have to go to the emergency room, this and that." And down in San Diego. We went there, and then it was funny because once we got to finally see a doctor, about like you said, fucking hour later, waiting there and shit. She was like, "Yeah, we don't know, we don't know what's wrong with her. Why'd they send you here and this and that?" We're like, "Hey, look, same medical group, whatever." And
sir, this is for emergencies, not like research.
and I was just like, this is fucking dumb. Oh, it's just gonna cost me my fucking copay. And which I hope, because if it was one of those things where, like, I think my thing was about if I stay in the hospital or something, or they stay, you pay the 20% or something. And I was like, oh well, we're gonna let you go and this and that. And they did. And I was like, fuck, man, I was like, this is stupid. I lost sleep. And then the next day or two, daughter's fine. Like, it was just no, and it wasn't. Yeah, it was just the doctor. Like, we weren't gonna take her to the ER. We're just probably sleep it off and whatnot. But I mean, it was just one of the things where, like, how do you think? I got a question. How do you think third world, or people who are less accessible to, like, this type of care or healthcare, like, deal with it? Like,
no, don't say that. No, because every argument to that I ever hear is, we have healthcare, so use it. I know exactly what you're saying. You're saying people are weak, and it's just like, if things like, oh my God, I don't feel good today, like, you're going to go see the doctor.
No.
It's like, you need to, oh really?
No, what I'm saying is like, say, right, Mexico. Dude, I've heard so many theories, I don't know what you want to call them, these things that you can do, this weird shit and it'll make you feel better. And they, I mean, do you think they have the best technology? They have okay, Mexico, maybe they are up to date.
No, of course not.
Okay, they don't have the best, but they have enough, But what I'm trying to say is,
dude, I've had some dental work done there.
Right, people who, like, live, because if you live in now obviously you go down there, there's plenty of dirt roads. But I'm saying, if you live in basically the jungle out there, what do you do? And that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes gotta let shit take its course and whatnot. And
said the jungle.
No, dude,
who's in the jungle?
You have no idea, man.
The Africans still in the jungle.
People,
you're probably right.
There's people in Mexico that live. You could call it jungle because it's you're so far away from any town. I mean, I'm not saying you don't have a car or you have no idea what the internet is, but you are so far away. You might as well be in such a thing. It's like living in a cabin miles away from people, type of shit. Like, what do you think they do with it? Just fucking do what they've been passed down from generations, type of shit, like that type of medicine.
Yeah,
and
but people will say that it's like, oh well, those are savages and like they're used to walking around barefoot. I wasn't raised that way. It's like, so I'm just sensitive. Like we wear shoes with like 1.5 inches of fucking cotton foam. It's insane.
Body adapts. I mean, I think you snap your finger right now, right? And let's just say a weird scenario happened where it made you change. You're gonna change. You're gonna change. I mean,
they're just gonna walk this way now. That's so true. It's just that hurts now. I can't walk that way anymore.
And it's funny because it becomes a norm. I think have you ever had like a pain and like a pain in your shoulder and just been so long that eventually goes away, and you wonder like, hey, is it actually went away or I just got used to it that it's like I feel normal?
You know what? There's a third option, and I've been there. The third option is what if I just started doing other things to get the same thing done? And that just means like if I need to, I'm going to use my hand. I'm going to try to describe what I'm doing. If I need to grab something in front of me and it's kind of above where my hand is, I could lift my hand up, or I could just like swing it around and be like, boom, and use totally different muscles, right? You never done that? Just isolated that muscle?
Oh yeah, no. When I used to also limped, I how did I fuck it up? I don't know. I fucked up my foot in some shape or form. But the point is, when you compensate for a foot that's hurt or something, you obviously are going to lean on the other one, and the other one will start hurting because it's not used to that.
Yeah, double time.
Exactly, and so, I mean, yeah, that eventually, I mean,
yeah, and it fucks you up in different ways. It's worse from the ground up. Like I've done that walking before. Like it hurt to walk this way, but I need to walk, so I'll try to walk that way. And I was walking a lot for what I was doing. I was kind of on vacation, but I had to use other muscles to get the same job done. That's kind of what I was saying earlier. It was like I needed to hold my back up, and I had like my like right above my butt, like fucking my back was hurting. I was like, well, I used like my scapula muscle behind my shoulders. And I was just like puff out chest, boom, and I just wore out my body in a different way.
Yeah,
it's fucked up though.
But yeah, I mean, sometimes like I said, sometimes you like it's justified to go to the ER or what have you. But yeah, I mean, these days.
Well, hold on. Okay, I think you can get treated differently. Now, I don't know if they would have. You said your daughter was sick or whatever it was. She got over it in like the next day, but you took her there for the specific reason
because they told us that they were. And here's the thing. Wait, hold on, real quick.
Oh, okay.
Here's the other thing. The thing was for me was like if you disobey. I've heard. I don't know. Clarify or not on this. But, like, if you don't do what is recommended by a professional doctor, that's considered negligence. Like, I've heard and read plenty of stories of similar situations where, like, people, not the vaccine issue. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about where people, didn't listen to the doctor and CPS got involved because it's, what I'm saying? Like if a medical doctor professional is telling you, oh, your daughter is this and that, and you don't listen.
It depends. If you just do nothing, I see what you're saying. But if you got a second opinion, you could use that as reference. But I've been discredited or whatever. A doctor has like disowned me as a patient before because they were telling me to get X-rays for stupid shit, and I was like, no, I'm good. Bye. I'm not coming back here. And they were just like sent me a letter in the mail, just like, yeah, you can't come here anymore. And I'm just like, oh, boo-hoo. But
really. We don't want your business.
But the negligence thing, I'm sure that also works in a different way with cars, right? Like the tire shop, when they tell you to get new tires, they were like, oh, well, we can't like let you leave like this. Have they ever told you that before?
No. Well, here's the thing.
Or we can't recommend like they've said they couldn't like fix something like a patch my tire. They're just like, oh, it's just the tread's too low. I'm not fixing that. You can't ride that.
Yeah, but the difference would be is that when involves a child or whatever. It's like the tire shop would be mandated to report to the police or something that you didn't want to listen to him and say down the line.
Because your guardianship is at stake here, huh?
Yeah, and so I was like, I really didn't want to take her just because like this seems just something that, it's just her body fighting, and it didn't seem bad. But it was just, and we weren't there long before she was like, oh no, go to the ER. And I was just like, wait a minute, like, we were here only like 20 minutes and you're already saying ER. And it's just like, I felt like I was being pushed that way. Mm-hmm. But, I did it just because I didn't want to go down that road. I don't know if you can or if they could do anything about it, but I know that if they recommend, a pediatrician, what's best for a child, etc., and you don't do it, I don't know, I don't know the whole legal, all that shit, but I just didn't want to even deal with it. So I was like, well, whatever, let's go. And I went through with it. But, at the end of the day, doctor was like, I don't know what to do. There was nothing to do down at the ER. It's like, she looks, okay, she's obviously sick, but she's not, there's nothing, why you should have came here. And like,
they're just like, she's on the last day of her cold. Like, I can't help her. She's going to have to do.
Yeah, and it was just,
I was thinking something, I don't know that this would work for the same scenario you're talking about, but I do feel like you would have gotten different service. Now, listen up. Like, so listen up. When I went, and it sounds like when you went, these two separate scenarios we're talking about to the ER, you drove there, didn't you?
Yeah, shine.
All right, well, you think the service would be a little bit different if you called the delivery guys? The 911, right?
I don't know.
I think because you end up paying $1,000 or more, probably. This is old information, but you paid that much. It's just like
somebody.
Either way, you go to the ER to get seen for an emergency. You don't go there just like when it's just, unless it's like after your doctor's hours. There's no such thing as an urgent care or whatever year this is. The ER is for emergencies. So it's like, and then there's two ways to get there. You can drive or you can have them come get you. But if you have them come get you, you have to wait for them to come get you. So it's just like, well, fuck it. Let's just go over there, right? It's an emergency, but you didn't pay them the delivery fee is what I'm saying. So maybe you get better service if you call 911 and they come get you.
Yeah, well,
and then they spend thousands of dollars trying to get there, and they're just like, drop everything. Delivery guys are here.
Shit, if you need it, yeah, it makes sense. But I don't know, man. If you don't, then like I said, ER probably should be for people who are legs chopped off. They went through the whole jigsaw issue.
Well, what do you
games.
do? What do you do if you just need to get to? All right, check this out. What do you do if you need to get to the ER, but not for anything like you're not gonna die, but you're kind of worried maybe I have the same sickness your daughter had, and I'm single, right? And whatever's happening, I can't drive. Like, do I have to Uber it, or like would I call 911? Like, I don't. Uber seems like a better idea, but I don't know that they're going to help you in and out of their car.
Oh, you know what? What about Uber emergencies?
Is there Uber handicap? That has to exist. I don't look, but yeah. There has to be Uber handicap. What happened? What are you supposed to do? You have to only have friends who are going to help you in and out of the car? I'm sure some guy in a wheelchair was hanging out with people and they didn't want to wheel him around anymore. They just called a fucking Uber.
Uber wheelchair?
Uber handicap?
Hey.
You get that handicap placard.
Hey, cost twice
a van. You gotta have a van with like a fucking little elevator, so the fucking thing comes up on the touch of a button.
No, man, but
I drove Uber for a little while.
Have you tried that Uber Eats thing?
Oh yeah,
Dude,
it's amazing.
Really?
Let me explain something to you.
I thought it'd be shitty, but
I need you to understand.
I haven't tried it. I want to try it.
I think you're smart enough to understand the way I think, because I think totally in numbers. Everything is numbers. But anyways, in this scenario, so the Uber Eats, like, it really depends what's available. I don't do it that often, but I should, because here's what I'm saying. Like, I guess it depends where you live. I live in kind of it's like right next to a main road, and it's like, and then it's an apartment complex. So when I leave, I lose my spot, and it depends on what time of fucking what time of the week it is. If I lose my spot at 2 a.m. on Monday, I'm probably fine, but any other fucking time, it's just terrible. So I spent there's a Pyology that lives like 5 miles from me. It's not far. I drove there, I think last Thursday or Friday. It may have been the weekend, probably like around 5 o'clock. and about 6 people ahead of me, which shouldn't be much because they just start busting out. But it took me about 30 minutes. So it took me about at least 20 minutes to tell them what I wanted on my pizza. And then another 20 minutes probably in total for it to cook and then for it to wait to cook. And I spent a good 45 minutes over at Pieology. This was terrible. I didn't want to tell them to make it ahead of time because I feel like if you tell them all these different kind of toppings, they're going to give you a limited amount. And if you're there in person, you could say, no, motherfucker, put more on it. Right? So I do that. But I had to fucking wait like 40-some minutes to get that Pieology because it was kind of popular at that point in the day. It took me like 40-some minutes. Then I had to drive home. And I was just like, what the fuck? Oh my God. This is costing me an hour of my time. I'm going to lose my parking spot. And it's taking my gas to drive this. I mean, probably about a gallon, just whatever wear. The possibility of if I'm riding dirty, if I forgot my license at home, I might get pulled over by a cop. Maybe they're doing checkpoints. Maybe something's going to happen. If you're just chilling at home and you can get that Pieology to come to you at a price of maybe $4 above value. I'm just saying. For about $4 above value, fucking do it. There's no reason to get up and waste your time. Your hour is worth more than $4, goddammit. And your gas and all that shit. Have someone do it for you. I swear, just do the price. When you think of what it should cost or what it costs, and they tell you the price of the delivery and maybe whatever you're going to tip them. Depending on what you're getting, if you're going to get a pie from Pieology, we're talking a $9 delicious bomb fucking pizza, right? If they're going to say $9, it's going to cost you $13 for your pizza. Fucking who cares? $5, whatever. Don't go drive and get that. You're going to lose everything, your time, your parking spot, your gas. It's not worth your $5. Depending if you're not doing shit. And then the more people, the merrier, too, because it's just a delivery fee.
Just a real quick Google search. It says that it takes about Uber Eats will charge customers $5 per order.
Per order?
Yeah.
Okay. Like one, you mean, so not per person, it would just be...
one whole order, I assume, yeah. Per person, shit.
I don't know why I read that the wrong way.
But, so did you pay $5 or what did...
I think, I had like a free one, and then I think last year when my girlfriend and I were at Comic-Con, I think, I don't know, dude, like she does it, and I just like help her if I need to. I'll give her my email, and then I'll get the free password too. But like, she's the one who does all the actual work. I just kind of hear what happens in the long run. I looked at it and whatnot. At the time, it didn't seem like there was a lot of options. That's why I mentioned that earlier. This was about maybe 15 months ago. So I was looking, and it was like Mexican food from this one place. Hopefully it's good. I hope it's good, because otherwise they shouldn't go there. The customer should just say, give them bad reviews for bad food or whatever. But it was like Mexican, there was like burger, there was maybe 3 or 4 different kinds of food, I guess. And it didn't seem all that variety, but fucking Mexican food, we were down with that. So I just ordered it, and it seemed like, it was only a couple dollars above value, and we had whatever coupons, so it was awesome. I don't do it too often, because it kind of depends how you want to eat. Like, I don't, I typically try to stay away from bad carby type foods, and that's probably what they cater to mostly. Or I also try not to eat out. But next time I do, and I've already made this proclamation for pizza several months ago. I don't even go. I think there's one place that just won't deliver to my house, but I don't go buy that shit anymore unless I'm going somewhere else. Like, there's no point. I could be at home working out before my pizza comes. Who knows? Fucking jacking off. Who fucking knows? I could be playing video games. I could be having a good time, not worried about, like I said, getting pulled over. Maybe have tinted windows. Maybe, maybe your fucking registration's due. Whatever reason. Maybe you don't even have a car. It's even better. It's even better for you. Don't go walk and get it. Just order that shit. And do something with your time. Whether it's work-related, jack off, whatever's going to make you feel better. Don't go waste time going to get the food, because you might as well fucking make it. Bam! And what's the point? That's not convenient at all. Now, the only bad thing would be how long it takes. But who gives a fuck, dude? I mean... Unless it's like more than 2 hours. Like, how hungry are you? You can wait a little while for your food, right? What are you, some bitch? Can't wait an hour for my food, bro. But yeah.
So what did you order? You ordered the Biology for... They just added $5 to your...
I use Biology as a reference. I don't know that they would.
Wait, did you order anything? Have you ever ordered?
Not from myself?
Uber Eats.
Not on my own phone or anything like that.
I think I was at McDonald's and they had a little sticker on there that said Uber Eats or something.
Yeah.
I was
you can
like,
get McDonald's to come to your house, and if it costs them $5 to get to your house, so the fuck what?
That's
I feel like
crazy.
it's not that big a deal. But there's a line. If it costs like $10, all right, well, maybe it's not worth it anymore. But yeah, dude, you just got to pick how you're spending your time because your time is money. Any way you want to count it up, you know. Like,
So,
are you spending time cutting coupons out, saving 35 cents every 2 minutes?
it makes sense. I think it makes sense if you're going to bulk buy. Like if you're going to get a burrito, let's say a Mexican restaurant, right? And you want a burrito, just you, one burrito,
yeah,
and a drink. you not that burrito is probably somewhere at $8. And then if this is true, and if it's still charging the same price, you're talking to $5. Well, that turns into a $13 burrito.
Okay.
But I'm just saying.
Now where you live right now, how far is a burrito?
No, not far, especially where I live.
No, tell me, give me something. How many miles?
Mile.
A mile?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you gotta go to the car, however long that takes you. I assume you live in an apartment.
My car's parked right. It's
so
close by.
You gotta make sure you're wearing clothes. Sometimes that's an issue for me. You gotta put on clothes, make sure you're outdoor appropriate. Go, because you wouldn't have to be if you just ordered in. Go to the car, make sure you got your license, make sure you got the money, because you wouldn't have to if everything's at home. Anyways, you got to drive over there, spend at least a few minutes. Maybe if you ordered ahead of time, you got to order, wait there, smell all that weird Mexican stuff, and then spend time coming back. That's gas money, putting miles on your car.
Yeah,
maybe.
But
$5?
Is it $5?
You're gonna spend at least 20-something minutes doing that.
Okay, do I have anything else to do? That's what I'm saying.
I don't know, man. Why aren't you working? What are you doing with your free time?
I ain't doing nothing. I'm laying down all day. I'm just saying, though, I think that $5 is actually a good price. I think if you, like, say, buy for me, you, maybe another person, like a couple people where we're doing something that we don't want to go out,
if you're drunk.
Yeah, you got
fucking call
them
fucking
Uber.
idiot. 100%.
That's the first thing I should have thought.
That's the first. That's why I thought Uber and Lyft were doing so good, is because now you can get fucked up and you don't need a DD. You just call one up. Everybody pays like $4 or $5 and you just get driven everywhere around, right?
Damn.
There's no more drunk driving unless he's or she's drunk driving too. That'd be weird. I'll give it to the driver.
No, but
yeah, that's a killer.
Yeah, it's exactly.
Right there.
But that's good price. I mean, I don't know why I thought it might have been a little bit more than that, but for $5 and let's just say me and my family we ain't trying to leave. It's raining, maybe. Fuck all that shit. $5 is definitely worth the whole meal.
Or if you got a hangover from the night before, you just want the pizza or whatever, the burrito.
But that means I gotta get up from my bed and I'm hungover, man.
You gotta get to the door, bro.
Ugh, I'll fucking crawl to the door. Hey, I'll be like, hey, leave it in the fucking...
I'm just saying. Here's the thing.
Come inside.
Here's the first question.
Oh, dude.
Are you functionally able to operate the motor vehicle?
Hold on.
Now make your decision.
I got a better question. Have you heard of this service? Amazon service. Have you?
Yeah, they do food now, right?
No. Well, I don't know about the food, but they're doing where, and I think you had an issue. Didn't you have an issue with this where they didn't deliver your package because you weren't home? So what they're doing now is, what's the name of it? Hold on.
That's not what they said.
No,
they said that they tried to leave a note, or they said there should have been a note there, and then for 2 days they just kept never bringing it, and one day they brought it.
No,
they never handed it to me, yo.
No, so what it is now? Let's see here. Let's see if they have it. Amazon.
Plus, I want to point out that this was from the free shipping. I did this with free shipping. I didn't pay for a 2-day because I'd have been fucking pissed.
Okay, so no. So they're I can't find the name, but basically Amazon is. You didn't hear about this? They're gonna change. They change your lock or something like that. They change your lock, and what they do is the delivery guy. They come in. They fucking come in.
What the
you don't,
fuck?
Hold on, you don't.
They changed your lock. They just give you all new deadbolts.
They change it, and it's just like it's their thing where certain ones have access and whatever. So they want to deliver something, and they just come in and drop it off, and then they close the door and leave. that's what they're doing.
Mm-mm.
And I don't know what the fuck that's about, because
who the fuck's who's okay with this shit? You can't trust people to roll up in your house. Tell me something. How the fuck are you gonna know if something's missing from your home? It could be the smallest thing and you'll never know, because my home is, everything is here. You could take one of my shirts and I'll find out in like 2 years, and I'm supposed to be like, it was the Amazon guy. Which one was it? I don't know. I'm freaking out.
Well, that's the thing though. Like, apparently I think it comes with the whole thing. I think they set up a camera for you or something. Or I think I don't know if you buy it, the Amazon Keys camera. Something like that. If that has a camera, I could...
Oh, you can watch them?
Something like that.
You can watch them steal your shit?
Yeah.
Tell Amazon about it later?
So, but that's the thing. Like, even if something's missing, do you assume the Amazon guy did it? Let's assume you actually... one
of your friends.
No, well, not just that, but let's assume, the guy delivered the shit and you misplaced something. You gonna blame his ass? Well, fuck it, it was them, and they're gonna replace it. I'm just saying, like, what?
I do that on a regular basis. Like, if once I probably check myself like 3 times. Like, if I'm just like, okay, this should be in these 3 locations, I'll check there, and I'll check again in case I didn't see it the first time. And at some point, I'll be like, all right, well, who was I hanging out with recently? That bitch steal my fucking shit? Because sometimes it happens, and then it's just like, well, like how many times it's. When you know something's supposed to be here and it's not, it's like, it's fucking weird. Like when you can't find your keys. I remember.
Yeah, so that's what they're doing now.
How do you not blame them? So, but I was gonna say something real quick. When I was in college, I heard these stories. That's right, motherfucker. I went to college. Look at me now. When I was in college, I heard, not from my dorm, because I didn't know, and it wasn't a dorm, apartment, but I couldn't tell. But when it came time for like the holiday season, and people would go home, they'd have like the RAs, like, they'd come through your fucking house, or your apartment. They would come through, and they would basically look and make sure nothing's just going to catch fire while you're gone. Maybe you didn't leave something on. I think they only come through once, which I don't know. I guess you would think they would do it right after you leave. Anyways, but, and all I would hear about is like, I would never heard anything good about it. I heard the bad shit. Everybody be like, oh, well, fucking, my jewelry's gone. Yeah, I left, went to go visit home, came back, couldn't find my watch. And it's just like, what do? You obviously blame that one guy, but he probably stole more shit than that. You just won't know about it, dude. Fuck that. I ain't letting this person in my house. It's
not just that. There's shit that you can't even replace too. Sometimes
you can look at my computer now and grab something, and I'd never tell you it's missing. I'd be like, I don't know what's happening. The computer's broken. I have no idea what's happening.
They stole a
Please
fan.
Help me. I didn't know that box right there is there. You're gonna take that shit. I'm never gonna know about it.
Yeah, well, that's what they're doing now. I don't know who's. I'm just saying, what does that do to your insurance? And you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I got that renter's insurance, yo.
Not just that, like,
I don't know if they found out Amazon's just rolling up in my house. They might not give me insurance anymore.
Right, or how they go about doing all that. So,
well, I don't think it's not up to them how many people have keys to my apartment, though. Am I right? There's no, okay, I am right. I didn't sign anything. I said there are 2 keys for this. I have one, and there's 3 keys. I have one, my girl has one, and the owner has one.
Right, but I'm saying
you could have one. I could give 2 to you. I can give 1 to my friend Pat. Like they don't know.
Maybe they think that Amazon will be able to get in there more often.
Plus, dude, it doesn't matter if they steal shit or not. What matters is both sides.
Is my package okay?
If they steal shit, you got to worry about that. And then there's people who are going to blame them for even if they didn't steal shit. Right? Someone's going to blame them for, fuck that shit. What happened to this? And what if it was their friend who stole it, and then they're going to blame the Amazon guy?
Now, here's the other side. What about your neighbors, man? So I had packages stolen from my fucking house, just in the front door. They had the boss to run up to my front door and take the fucking package. So, there's that flip side.
Oh, yeah, okay. But, okay. The thing about that is you just call and say you never got it. I've never been declined on that one before. I've also never not got it. I guess people have been chill about not stealing. I've had a computer be shipped to my front door. This computer. When we're fucking with, I just came home and 50 pounds of fucking computer was sitting in front of my door. It was huge. I have the picture. It was hilarious.
They thought probably did it had the word computer on it?
No, but it was like, it doesn't matter, dude. It's like, look how heavy this fucking big ass box is. You know it. It's not a doghouse. It's expensive.
Yeah, no, but that's what they're doing now with that, and but yeah, no, actually, I was seeing too that they are delivering food. Damn, Amazon trying to.
Well, I know they have this weird thing. They got that Amazon pantry, or whatever the fuck you would call it.
Oh,
like I keep saying, oh yeah, I'll take like the week-long shipping because I'm not in any hurry, and then especially if they're gonna hook me up with $5. But I thought it was credit, and now I find out it's just some other thing that I'm never gonna use.
Yeah,
I've got like Amazon Closet and shit.
They got a wait, Closet, isn't that their new thing where they you basically order a shit ton of clothes and
maybe I don't know.
No, what you do is you order a lot of clothes and you try it on and you basically send back what you don't want and they charge you for everything up front, but then they discount it or give you your money back when you send the one you don't want. It's pretty cool. Like that's a solution to trying on clothes. I mean, you can order.
Oh yeah.
The only downside is
that on like podcasts, right?
Huh?
There's ads for shit like that on podcasts, right? I don't want to give anybody any ad space, but yeah, some Closet or whatever.
Yeah,
I can't find this picture.
I thought that was cool, but I mean, it sucks that you got to pay up front. Something like that.
Well, I thought it was a renting thing.
No, that or I think there's a grace period that you don't pay shit and you have certain time or something. I don't know.
Right?
Yeah, but I thought it was like, that's cool. I don't have to go to fucking Macy's and.
Nah.
I mean, one time I was changing to Macy's, dude, and I'm just chilling, changing my, trying on these pants I was trying to buy, and they're obviously it's men's changing room or what have you. Mm-hmm. So there's no between the doors, there's no blockage, and I swear to God, I saw this fucker staring at me or something. I was like, what the fuck? Open the door, no one's there, but I could have sworn someone was there. I was like, oh, hell no.
I see somebody. Look, I found it. That fucking big-ass box in front of my door, dude. You know what's going on in there. Everything with the monitor, man.
Man, you fit in that shit. I think I fit in that.
I'm saying, yeah, that is a huge fucking, let's see, what does it even say? It says, heavy, way too expensive, please do not steal. It didn't say most of that shit. I just thought it'd be kind of funny.
But yeah, man.
Oh man, we're having a blast over here. 50-some minutes on here. What else you want to talk about, yo? How you feeling?
I'm out.
You got to roll? It's a nice podcast, dude. I mean, as far as time goes, pretty full of blah, 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 blah. All right, so you want to wrap this shit up? We can do that. Let's go ahead and do a finisher. You think I'd have a line by now? But this is It Just Me podcast, and that's J Parimal 86, I think, is on YouTube. Just find me on Facebook. Oh, dude, where's we gotta open up Spreaker? Like, is it gonna pick up the audio?
Yeah, connect it on, man.
It will. Wait, not this. No, yeah. Spreaker. What the fuck? Oh man, where'd it go? Hold on. Yo, where's Spreaker? How come I can't see it? It looks like this one. It's not that one.
Did that Justice League come out this week?
Think it comes out. Yeah, it came out yesterday.
Oh.
I'm probably gonna go. I'm gonna see that shit tomorrow.
Man, with Movie Pass, I'm down to see any damn thing. Before I was like, man, that's $15 plus my girl. That's $30. Man, But now it's like $10. All the movies, awesome. And dude, I'm trying to get that Regal.
So wait. No, do you hear that?
No. You gotta connect it to that right there.
Oh, wait, connect what?
That one.
To my phone?
Yeah, or any phone you want to make that sound.
Oh, okay. Man, I opened this for no reason.
But yeah, I'm gonna get that Regal rewards, and dude, you're talking 15,000 points that I didn't even pay for. Mm-hmm. And man, get some free popcorn, free sodas and shit.
Eventually, you can get a free ticket.
Well,
bring someone else along.
But
do you have one for each kid?
No, but I mean, kids are cheaper, right? At like half the price or something.
Oh.
I should pay for half the price.
Okay, here's the thing about that is, I mean, unless someone's overtly against what I'm doing, buy the fucking child's ticket. Buy 4 child's ticket. You, your girl, and your other girls. Who gives a fuck? There's no reason kids and old people should get to see it for a discounted price. It makes no sense. They don't get any different experience out of it. Alright, so where's the effects on it? Alright, you hear that?
Ooh, yeah, I hear that. What is that? Man, look like I'm in a game show.
Is that one hidden?
What was?
Alright, so let's wrap this shit up.
Why?
This
what?
is the Is It Just Me podcast wrapping up. The Brill and Bano just rap and talk about fucking stupid shit. But that's okay. So yeah, you can find me YouTube JParimal86, Brill Parimal, all that on Facebook. Everything's kind of attached, just especially on Facebook. I've noticed it was way easier to attach all my links on there. SoundCloud, iTunes. Is It Just Me? I also have another podcast I do with my homeboy Trey, and that's called the MCU or Infinity Warm-Ups. See new releases of that. See new releases. Oh, we hit the thing. Bang. Wait,
Peace.
well, I'm trying to dang ditto. Okay. I'm gonna let it play for 5 seconds. Don't say anything.